Welcome. Today you're going to watch me do some content planning. I actually did this back in November. I'm recording this December 2nd. I did this back in November and you've already seen some of the results of that. How I've changed my content a bit. And really it came down to looking at how much time I was spending on content and then the exact revenue I was making from it. I was just way too much. So way too much time spent on it. So I'm cutting back some of the content, trying to adjust it, trying to double up and use some things again. And just figure out what it's going to mean in 2019 for my content. For my content on YouTube, what's the minimum viable product to say that it's successful, that it's worthwhile doing, for my blog, for podcasts, kind of for everything. And this was the first step in the process. I think after playing with this for 2 weeks now already that I'm still going to refine it a bit more, but I don't know yet. I have a big planning session set up for between Christmas and New Year's to really look at my content, look at the business overall, and just see how I can change things to be more profitable, better on my time, and just better all around. So, enjoy. Welcome. So today what we're going to do is do some content planning for my site. And generally, I'm going to look at what type of content I do, where I do it, and how I can make it less work, because it's feeling like a lot of work lately. So I'm just going to represent Monday, and Monday I do it's a post right now, and I'll put that over here for Monday, keep that on the screen. Monday is a post. Tuesdays I am doing currently, get that out of my way actually. Tuesdays I'm currently doing like a quick tip video, so that's we'll call that YT quick tip. It's not a long written script, it's just a quick tip for whatever, productivity or even some apps now. Wednesday, I am doing a long post again. So that's a long post. Put there for Wednesday. Thursday, I have been doing a book review. So let's write this. Book review. And then I typically have actually been doing another YouTube video. So it's another YouTube. It's 2 on that day. See why this is getting big. And then Friday is what I call the freelance 5 or something. And so that's what my content looks like currently. You can see I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm doing a blog post, and then separately I'm doing a YouTube thing, and then separately I'm doing another long post, and then separately I'm doing a book review and a YouTube video. These two are not related, although this is a podcast. And then Friday I'm doing an email that kind of pulls all these things together and shows you a lot of the stuff that I found useful during the week as well. So that's a lot. So what I want to do really overall is I want to rearrange this. I want to cut maybe one whole day of content, and I want to really just make it better. Make my content better, make it so that I have more time to do it, so that I'm not always feeling like I'm rushing on Thursdays. So one of the first things I'll do is I know that Friday's gonna stay, because it just started. It's like 30 weeks in, so that's just starting. And I'm gonna review a book and do the audio for that, because I also do that for another person as well. I do it for their book club, and I add that. The long post, I don't know. YouTube quick tip, I don't know. Well, that is kind of the video you're watching is kind of the YouTube quick tip. And then this. So the big thing is like right here is 2 days of content, which seems like a lot. And then this whole long post. So if I was to take, say, this YouTube thing and make it so that these two are literally the same thing, right? So I'm going to do a, oh, you know what? I missed something. I even missed something else. I had yet another thing. The Smart Business Show podcast, which had often been on YouTube just as a talking head, and then I render out the audio. So that's another thing. And that went, where did that go again? That used to go on Fridays. It was on Fridays. So if I take that out though, and if I say, because this is YouTube, I'm getting better at YouTube stuff, I hope. But what I really should be doing maybe even is taking the Smart podcast, making these all the same thing. So I'll write the post, use it as a script for YouTube, and then render out the audio for the podcast, which still leaves me with a lot of stuff, really, right? Like think the one that I just recorded was 3,000 words for this post, 20-minute video, 20-minute podcast. And the video takes a while because I'm adding some B-roll to it. I'm trying to improve my B-roll as I get better at this whole YouTube thing. So the YouTube quick tip, I like that. That's kind of like the video you're watching, right? So why don't we peel that off and make it Thursday? So that just gives me time to do it, I guess. And then when I really want to keep doing the book review, because the thing I like about the book reviews is that it lets me really write them, read the book, and then really understand it, because I know I'm going to have to give it to someone else to give it to like people to understand. So I have to show that I understand it. It helps me connect ideas between a bunch of different genres into that review. So I want to keep that. And this long post is the one that just I don't know about, right? That's the one I'm just not sure. I've done it for a long time. This long post right here, 2 long posts a week, but I'm just not sure that there's utility in it now. If I put more effort into, if I take this out, take that right off the table, put it over there, more effort into the post here, and then the YouTube video and the podcast. Again, these are like, I'm going to do the YouTube video and just render the audio out. So these are kind of together. Once the YouTube video is done, the podcast is ready to go. And if I put more time into that, and then even say the production of this YouTube quick tip, then I just have more time. I think I can provide more value too, because I can dig in a little deeper here and dig in a little deeper here. And that really means that like 3 chunks, because I actually push this as audio only to YouTube out of my Transistor account. And that gives me 3 videos a week on YouTube, and it spreads them out too, right? So one on Monday, I don't know if you watched that one or not, or if you watch or listen to that book review, and then the YouTube quick tip on Thursday, which would be like, say, bullet journal. You'll see it with my monthly migration, my December plan with me at the beginning of the month, and you'll see it with other stuff like that. So that's where I think I'm going to end up for now. And then what I'm going to have to do in the new year is really decide how YouTube is profitable. Is it profitable? What is the first marker for showing that it's a success? Probably it's getting 1,000 subscribers, showing that I can get 1,000 subscribers, which allows me to monetize and then keep rolling from there. And once I get to there, I'll have to like set out what's in the next 6 months. I need to what's the next level of success? And I'll have to do that with, with all of these, right? So the book, podcast, I like doing it, but I need to maybe look at what's the return on it? How many subscribers do I have? That's probably a big theme for 2019. Like, I think my theme will be focus and breathe or something like that. Focus and something like that. Like when I'm working, I want to work. When I'm off, I just want to like have lots of space. So I feel like I don't have a lot of space right now. And so even opening this long post up, right? So these long posts here that I just kind of toss to the side can become Mondays, like, because I have some written in the bank, so I can just make them Mondays instead. Put those off to the side. And then I have more time for this other stuff. So I think that's where we're going to end up. Yeah, with a post on Monday, the YouTube that becomes a YouTube video, the post is being the script, and then the audio becomes a podcast, a book review, and the YouTube quick tip, and then my Follow Friday, Freelance Friday emails, the Friday 5 email. I think that's where we'll end up. And then in 2019, I'll have to start examining like, what does success look like? Am I successful at this? How does it look? And then how can I continue to gauge success? Because it's not even just YouTube views so much. And ultimately, I'd like to make some money at doing some of this. So it's not just YouTube views so much as like who's signing up for the email list, what other value am I getting out of this, right? So some of my notebook posts have got me a free notebook coming from, I forget who now, but knowing that and being able to go through that, like that's a benefit. So if I'm getting lots of those and sponsored opportunities for other stuff, then YouTube is becoming useful. If it's not, then is YouTube useful? Probably not. And then I have to decide, then why am I doing it? Anyway, that's it. Love to see how you do your content planning. What do you do? Yeah, have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked it. I'd love to know what you do for your content planning. How do you change it? How do you decide what's profitable, what's not? How do you decide what engagement numbers are worthwhile for you and your time investment, everything. I'd love to know how you plan that, or how you plan anything like that, how you really decide if it's valuable for your business. If you enjoyed the show, if you enjoyed the movie, then you can, if you enjoyed the YouTube video, you can go down and subscribe just below here. And I also will link back to my plan with me for December, where you see some of my content coming to fruition, how I plan it, how I do all that stuff, so you can see, how I took my content planning session from November and moved it into December. So that's actually a few weeks ago. That would come out in the first week of December, and this is coming out sometime around Christmas. We're recording early. So thanks for watching. Love to hear anything in the comments.